Hi, welcome back. So we are in chapter 7, and that is to discuss the second lab session number 2, and that is the end to the material of this book, The Researcher from the Start to the End. And this lab section 2 is going to build up on what we have actually accomplished in lab section 1. After we have a quick review on what we have done so far in the first lab section, and we build up based on that, we're going to have to discuss those outline. First, we're going to understand, is our research going to be inductive or deductive research? Then what is the literature review like for this research problem? And of course, we're going to discuss the framework implementation, and then we're going to articulate research question in a formal way and of course ignite our hypotheses. And then we're going to also discuss the research design overall, and we build the research instrument that's going to help us to collect the data what we need. And finally, of course, we're going to do the implementation. And by the end of this second lab session, you expect to have a final data set that is ready for the second book material, and that is to do the statistical analysis and draw the final conclusion. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make a quick review on what we have done in the first lab section. If you would recall, as a quick review in lab section 1, and that was in chapter 4, and in particular we in section number 2 on the second outline, academic evaluation. I have said that as a data scientist, always I don't take things as at face value only, but I prefer to be objective. That's why I would have met with the management of the program, learn program, and I would have discussed with them an important outlines in a form of questions. So first question was, or outline to discuss with the management, what the management think, from their personal opinion about the issue and the cause of that issue. So actually some of the management suggested that the problem is because of the trainers. Others suggesting, no, actually the material are outdated. That's why the students are dropping out. Others suggested, no, actually students are taking it for granted because the courses are free. Now, these possible answers or opinions are taken into my consideration in the way I construct the research later on. But it is good always to listen to the one who have the problem and what they think about it. Next, I asked them how serious they are to tackle the challenge and to make a solution. And I found out they were quite serious to find out the reason from scientific perspective and to produce a valid solution. Then I asked them, why are they very much concerned about the problem? And I found out that the nature of the project is very sensitive, since the courses are provided free to all participants as long as they are local citizens. But the project has daily costs, of course, and who actually cover those costs are the taxpayer. So in this case, taxpayer expect to have a good result from such a project. Otherwise, it will be failure and is going to be kind of a waste. So the management is really concerned to tackle the issue soon before it go out of control. Then I asked them, are there any strains for me as the consultant, as a data scientist, to start working on the project? And I found out that there were no strains whatsoever, but all the management backup and support. Then I asked, is it okay for the management, in case of success, agree on publishing the results as a case study? They were more than eager to share the story and to help those other institutions if they would face such a challenge. So that was the quick review on the questions or the outlines that I have discussed with them. And of course, I have also to take you back to the visual presentation. How did we actually graph the problem? Now, if you recall, we have constructed this image pretty clear on how the flow chart of the entire program works. And we managed to construct the final image as so inside the circle, where it has the participant, the trainer, the material, the subject, the test, and of course, the final certification. Now, the point is in here, what do we expect from this? We expect 23 participants to participate in this circle. And we know now the program is ready, is taken off, everything is in order. I would call this stage as a process 1, just imagine that way. Here's the problem now. Now, somehow, after this circle is initiated or started, there is something going on here. We don't know what is it yet. What is this? So we need to figure out what's going on here. As a result of it, there are only 13 to 17 out of this 23 actually carry on the class, and the rest end up to drop out. So there is something going on here, and that is the entire purpose of our research. And this stage down here in this box, let me put it just circulated in such a box. This is, I will call it a process 2. So basically what we actually have done in the first lab, we established the understanding of process 1, but somehow along the line, in process 2, in the second stage after the circle or the class started, something has gone wrong. And this is what we want to find out in the next outline, and that is to discuss, first of all, are we inducting or are we deducting the research? To answer this outline and to discuss further details, I will see you then.